In a stunning electoral outcome, Hungarian voters decisively removed Viktor Orban, who had held the office of Prime Minister for 16 years. This significant shift came as a rejection of the authoritarian policies and the global far-right movement that Orban represented. The outcome was a shocking setback for Orban, a staunch supporter of both US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. He promptly acknowledged his loss, describing the election results as painful. The ramifications of Orban's defeat extend beyond Trump. They also impact Putin significantly. Peter Magyar, who emerged victorious in the recent election and was once a loyal supporter of Orban, has committed to restoring Hungary's connections with the European Union, relationships that deteriorated during Orban's tenure. Magyar's triumph is anticipated to alter the political landscape within the EU, where Orban had destabilized the Union by regularly blocking crucial decisions, raising alarms about his intentions to fracture it from within. Leaders across Europe swiftly extended their congratulations to Magyar. Let's decode what Orban's defeat means for Trump, Putin, and the European Union. The European Union is poised to observe how Magyar will alter Hungary's stance towards Ukraine. Orban held the position of the European leader who had the closest ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Orban consistently thwarted the European Union's initiatives to assist Ukraine in its struggle against Russia's invasion, all the while fostering a strong relationship with Putin and resisting any move to reduce Hungary's reliance on energy supplies from Russia. Recent findings have unveiled that a senior official in Orban's administration regularly communicated the details of EU discussions to Moscow, prompting allegations that Hungary was functioning as a proxy for Russia within the European Union. Orban has significantly strained Hungary's ties with the European Union. Despite Hungary being one of the smaller nations in the EU, with a population of 9.5 million, Orban has consistently exercised his veto power to obstruct decisions that necessitate unanimous agreement. In a recent development, he prevented a €90 billion loan from the EU to Ukraine, leading his counterparts to accuse him of undermining essential aid. The loss suffered by Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban carries important implications for the United States. This is largely due to the fact that President Donald Trump and numerous conservatives in America have long regarded Orban as a champion who has emerged as a symbol for the global right thanks to his firm anti-immigrant policies. Moreover, there are notable similarities between the agenda of the American president and the tactics employed by the Hungarian leader, who used the levers of government to tilt the media, judiciary, and electoral system to keep his party in power for 16 years. Trump expressed his backing for Orban's campaign for re-election and even sent Vice President J.D. Vance to Budapest last week, during the ongoing conflict in Iran, to rally support for the Hungarian leader. The defeat of Orban served as a stark reminder of how the war has diminished Trump's capacity to assist allied politicians abroad, highlighting the constrained influence leaders have to sway electoral outcomes in a time marked by global dissatisfaction with incumbents across all political ideologies. Last but not least, a look at how Orban consolidated power. In his early years, Orban was known as an anti-communist activist. He first assumed the role of prime minister in 1998, but after losing the election in 2002, he shifted his political stance significantly to the right. When he regained power in 2010, Orban, alongside his Fidesz party, established a legal framework designed to strengthen their control, an approach that had been crafted by him and his associates during his time in opposition. Orban championed a concept he referred to as a liberal democracy, erecting a fence along Hungary's southern frontier to deter migrants from Africa and Asia who were journeying north across Europe. In addition, he and his political party suppressed LGBTQ+ rights, imposed restrictions on press freedom, and weakened the independence of the judiciary. Orban solidified his authority as his Fidesz party secured enough parliamentary seats amidst the 2010 global recession, enabling them to amend the nation's constitution. In a strategic maneuver, they reorganized the judicial system to ensure that court appointments were controlled by party supporters, redrew legislative districts to create formidable barriers against Fidesz electoral defeats, and facilitated the sale of Hungary's media entities to magnates who were closely connected to Orban. The European Union has declared Hungary an electoral autocracy,